What's up, everybody? This is Jaquan Gamble once again at the JQUBICLE, where we have concentrated conversations for profitable outcomes. I'm so excited for today, where we're going to have this really good conversation about money. It's April, so that means it's, what is it? Man, this is making me mad, bro. What's up, everybody? Once again, I'm Jaquan Gamble. This is the J Cubicle, where we have concentrated conversations for profitable outcomes. I'm so excited about today because it's April, so that means it's Financial Literacy Month. You know, this is one of my favorite months in the year. We're going to deal with a few things today, this month. But before we get to that and get in deep, I want you to do me a favor and share this, share, send this to 10 people. Let me tell you, stop what you're doing and send this to 10 people. That takes 15 seconds. 1, 2, 15. Go ahead and send it to 10 people real quick, and your closest friends, let them know that this is a message you need to listen to. You need to hear this because it's going to be good. So today I want to talk about how to develop a mind of wealth. I said one thing to myself. I said this to somebody. I said, you can take many things from me, but you cannot take my mind. You can take my money, you can take my car, you can take my house, you can take all these different things. But one thing you cannot take from Jaquan is my money. I mean, LOL. You really can't take my money. But you cannot take my mind from me. My mind is something that is stable. I believe that when you have your mind straight, your mind stabilized, that you're able to accomplish and do more things. I always say this. I said your mind, wherever your mind is where your life is as well. And you cannot go far without a sound mind. And so today I want to give you some instruction on how to develop a wealthy mind. One of the biggest things I want you to understand is wealth is bigger than money. Wealth is bigger than how many dollars you have in your pocket, because there are a lot of people who have a lot of money but are not resting at night. They don't have good relations with their family. There are multiple realms and levels of wealth. You have financial wealth, of course. You have emotional wealth, mental wealth, physical wealth, and even relational wealth. And these are all things that are available to everyone. I don't want to be the person that doesn't have wealth in every area. Every area of my life has to exude wealth. I have to live a life of wealth. And people may look at me crazy, but I mean that. I mean that because wealth is more than money for me. Wealth is the ability to have the freedom and the flexibility to enjoy life the way I want to on my terms. I know this to be true because you can't live and enjoy life if you're not healthy. And physically, you can't live and enjoy life if you are in out with all your family members. You cannot enjoy life if you are a person that is emotionally unstable. These are all things that will affect your ability to acquire and retain wealth. And if you ever want to see where a person is going, just look at their mindset. Just look at what's going on internally, because that will give you the story of everything that you need to know about them. Because your mind is what literally drives every decision that you make. If you want to be wealthy, one of the things you're going to have to do is change your mindset. And one of the things about wealth is it's a decision. I was talking to a couple of people who are in business and they are wealthy and everything like that. I said, what was the thing that drove you? And mind you, these are people who didn't come from money. They didn't come from a family who were people who were successful. They didn't come from any type of environment that would lend them to see the success they are seeing at this point in their life. But they do. And they said, it was my mindset. I said, well, if it only took that initiation or that initial I don't know, shift in thought to get them to where they are today. I don't know what people are waiting on. Wealth starts in the mind first. The life goes where the mind is. The life goes where the mind is. If your mind is in one place, that's where your money is gonna go. That's where your health is gonna go. If you tell yourself every day a certain negative thing, then that is going to be the reality of your life. Let's talk a little bit about poverty mindset, because we're talking about wealth, but I cannot really talk about a wealth mindset and not talk about a poverty mindset. Let me tell you something about poverty and what it would do. A poverty mindset always sees the lack in things, always sees the negative in things. And like I said earlier before, you have emotional wealth. That's your soul. Are you going to therapy? You have mental wealth. That's your mental capacity. Can you think? Are you thinking straight? What's your creative edge? What's going on in your brain cells? Physical wealth. Are you eating right? Exercising, resting. And then I want to deal with this one right here, which is not financial wealth, but relational or social wealth. Your relationships are everything. I mean, like everything. They are your bread and butter to life, because one, you need community, and number two, there are people who know more people than you. Somebody told me something so powerful. They said you only know so many people. There are people who know people, and if you can just be in the environment of other people, so many opportunities have just fallen into my lap because of relationships. And if you ever want to find a person that has a poverty mindset, just look at how they look at relationships. Their connections. They believe everyone's out to get them or take from them. They can't see that there's a blessing in being in the presence of other people, or there's a blessing in connection and being in fellowship with other people. I think one of the most interesting things about corporations and companies is they do not, and I just feel like I need to just say this. A lot of companies are going to be in poverty because they don't invest in the next generation. The poverty mindset is, even though the corporation is it may be flourishing, the poverty mindset thinks, or does not, let me not say thinks only, but a poverty mindset in a corporation does not invest or give to other people, relationships, connections, new connections, because there's a fear that the connection is not going to work. But even if it doesn't, can't you recover? People are afraid to make a mistake. They're afraid to take a risk, and it's affecting every area of their lives. But I wanted to talk about corporations because I was thinking about how many corporations are going to die because they don't invest in relationships with other people outside of the people that they believe are qualified. How many corporations do we see now are not going to be around anymore because they expect young people to have 50 years of experience and they just got out of high school? And that's not fair. But what they're gonna miss out on the opportunities of actually investing, to pour, to teach, and to mentor. You can't be a good mentor to someone if you are selfish. relationships. And I wanted to hit on this because one of the top forms of wealth is relationship. Let me tell you how my business has flourished over the last couple of months. It's because of relationships. Somebody say, hey, I need you to do this. I have this person that I know that needs this. Oh, you're the only person that I trust. People have secondhand trust for you, especially when you've done other people right that they know. When you do right or when you add value to people's lives, it really does change things financially for you. People will say, even though the clients, the people that you wanted initially didn't want your service or product, because you added value to them, now they're not only are they a client, but they're bringing everybody that they know with them. You should be so essential that people are throwing themselves at you for what you have to offer. There are people who will pay for consultations with. I had a consultation with somebody. They said the consultation was $1,000. I was like, okay, cool. People will pay thousands of dollars per hour to have consultations with people like you. You don't believe that because your mind isn't there. But I'm saying this because I'm saying that you need to invest in relationships. Stop cutting everybody off. Stop talking so negative about people. Stop putting yourselves in environments that create negative spaces in your mind, in your conversation. Change the way you view things and do things. It's time for you to come out of where you are. And it's going to start in your relationships. Okay? Let me just give this to you and let y'all go, because I don't want to take up too much of your time. I want these to be kind of short because I want them to be impactful, and I want them to stick to your brains. Okay? Here's how to develop a wealth mindset. Number one, you need to identify money as a tool. Stop thinking money is your enemy. Take a deep breath. I know. Money is not your enemy. Your real enemy is your desires. You are your enemy. The enemy is enemy. You are your worst nightmare because you don't have self-control. You choose certain things because of your desires. And everyone has desires. I have desires. But it takes a discipline and an impulse control gauge to take yourself out of the mind of a desire and to put yourself in the mind of a wealthy person. Stop letting your desires lead you. Stop letting your desires cause you to lose money. Identify and stop talking so bad about your bills. I hear all the time, adulting sucks. Why? Because you don't want to pay bills. I don't want to pay bills either. But I'm grateful that I have money to do so. There was a time that I didn't have the money to pay these bills. There were times that I was the negative. There were times where I didn't know what was my next step. There were times, always. I don't say always. There have been. Not anymore. God is faithful. But there was times where it was always like that. Cycle after cycle. But no more. But when I stopped talking so bad, I said, God, I'm grateful. There was a day I just took a moment and said, you know what? I'm grateful that I have the money to do what I want to do. Now, I'm not where I want to be yet. I'm close to what I want to do. But I now am able to do what I need to do. And I'm grateful for it. I don't have to rob anybody, Peter or Paul or Silas either. I can just do what I need to do. Be grateful that you have what you have. Because what you have is enough to get you out of where you want to be. Get you out of where you are and take you where you want to be. Number 2, Take financial education seriously and apply the principle. The latter part is where people struggle with. It's application, execution. People don't execute because for various reasons. But let me tell you something. Your life is at the cusp of a transformation when you apply what you learn. You may not be my mentee like directly. You may be an indirect mentee listening to this. Some of y'all may have my phone number. But listen to me. When you apply what I say, it works. And I don't give numbers or anything like that often. I will this month. I will give you some very specific things. But when I tell you certain internal things that you can do to change your life, it really does work. Not because it just worked for me, but it's been proven and tested to work. Number 3. So apply the principle. Number 3, give more than what you receive. Are you an asset? Ooh, I asked that a couple weeks ago. Are you an asset? One of the worst types of people you can be is a gatekeeper. Gatekeepers are terrible individuals because they are only focused on themselves. Hoarders of information are terrible individuals. They just are. Because one of the things that a mentor has done for me with their information, it has caused me to advance further than I've ever advanced. There are some things that you can if you're a mentee or you have a mentor, there are things that they went through that you don't have to go through. You can skip trace some things. That's why they say the best wisdom comes from another man's mistakes. I'm sure it does, because listen to me. I do some of the things that my mentors have experienced, that they have said, this is what you do not do. I know this because I went through it. You don't have to. You can skip trace and go around certain obstacles. You don't have to struggle like they did. You're supposed to build off of them, not you're not supposed to always be the one to redo their mistakes. No. Do what they say. Apply it because they've been tested and vetted. Give more than what you receive. Stop being so ready to take when it comes to networking. The intention of a network is to give value. Give something. You have knowledge, wisdom, insight, education. You have all kind of things. Give. Because I guarantee you, the return on investment may not be initial, but over time, you will start to see a result. Let me tell you, I've connected with different industries. These people may not have been my clients, but because I gave them something valuable and I made them feel good and I helped their situation, they're gonna come to me for the rest of their life and pay me full price. And then they bring in other people because they trust me. Number 4, you need to invest in your well-being. I love cookies. Hallelujah. I love cookies. I love cookies. I haven't had any. I hope my wife bought me some today. But I say that to say, I love cookies. But if I want to live a long time, I need to stop eating all them cookies all the time. Now, it's not all the time, but you know what I'm saying. Take care of your bodies. Go to therapy. Yes. Go get some help. Go talk to a trauma and inner healing specialist. Because we have experienced a lot of traumatic things, negative events that have caused all kind of reactions and responses that have affected us. We can't trust people because of who hurt us and all these different things, and we can't trust, and we losing money because we think that we have to control. We can't build relationships because of our emotions, because what happened to us when we were a kid, and now our mind is so warped about people that we cannot ascend into. You see how all this is interconnected. And even if you listen, if you got money, and you can't trust people, you're not going to have it a long time. Invest in your well-being. Go to the gym. Eat right. Exercise. Stop talking so negative. Go forgive your mother or father. Go to school. Go to work. Get up early. Go pray or meditate, whatever y'all do. Do something. Because it's gonna help. It's gonna help you. And last one. Live an abundant life. Listen. The sky is not the limit. Either you're gonna stay where you are, or you're gonna change the way you think and see a different result. I'm not saying these things because I'm not doing them. I do these things every day. There are moments where I want to quit. Moments where I say, like today, I tried to do something 3 times and it did not work. Tried it. The last time, it was 2 times. The 3rd time it worked finally. And I said, well, I'll be doggone. I'm so glad it worked this time. But what I'm saying to you, there is so much more for your life that is available. There are so many things that God wants to bless you with. There are so many opportunities. Don't stay where you are. It starts in your mind. May your mind change today. May you think differently about your life, because your life is only going to change at the speed of your mindset. If you cannot think right, your life is going to follow the way you think. And I preach this and I teach this and I say this almost every podcast. But the bottom line is, family. Or what are we? Are we family? Yeah, we family. Even though I'm the coach, and this is my office. I still consider you all family. AK. The bottom line is, as long as you continue to waddle in where you are, you're going to stay there. I, Jaquan, can only do so much talking. Wealth is a decision. And when you choose to be wealthy, every part of your life changes. From the way you work, from the way you speak, from the type of conversations that I don't have certain conversations no more. I just don't got time. It's not part of my wealth journey. If it's draining to me, it's not wealth. Okay? All minds clear. Do these things. I'm telling you, it works. Change how you see me. I can't stand the bills. I don't want to pay my bills. Pay your bills and be grateful. Okay? Because there is somebody who is like, I wish I had money even to just go get me a McDonald's. Don't have a bankrupt attitude trying to have a wealthy bank account. It don't work. It don't. And it's not going to work. Change your mind, change your focus, and see the different result. That's it. My name is Jaquan Gamble. This is the JQUBICLE, where we have concentrated conversations for profitable outcomes. Go get my books. Keep on following me. Connect with me. Send this to 10 people. Do what I say, okay? You're going to prosper, all right? I am the wealth genius, all right? And I believe that I'm going to see millions in 2022. And I believe that you can too. Once again, you can start from anywhere. You may not have all the money that you want right now, but it is possible that you will be able to experience the amount of wealth that is due to you. Do the work. You don't got to labor, but you do have to work. I'll see y'all this month. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of those different things. And I look forward to TikTok too. And I look forward to connecting with y'all. All right. This is the JQUBICLE. Peace.